Libra, how's it going? It's Mary with Seer. Thanks for stopping by. This is your October 24th through the 31st tarot. Are you getting all spooky out there, Libra? Spooky out there or spooky in here? That was weird. Anyway, I have my moon is in Libra. Yep. Yep. So balancing my emotions is like a big deal, right? If you're out of balance, I'm out of whack. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to, and thanks for your shares and your likes and your comments. I love interacting with you guys. It's like amazing. It's a great journey, isn't it? And, okay. If you need a reading or want to check out my jewelry, you can go to my website. It's sayreind.com. There's a tarot link there. There's a schedule. I can do Skype. I can do a phone. Or I can just send a recording if you don't specify, okay? All right, so we're going to do a story. Whoever needs it the most. I mean, not that you're not important, every single one of you. But let's just see what happens. These cards have been telling really, really good stories. I mean, it's pretty cool. Okay. Right out the gate. Let's start with the Seven of Swords here. Let's start with the betrayal and the, the sneaky behavior. All right. And next up, the Tower comes. And the Foundation's just blowing all the bits. Some naked guys falling out of the tower. He doesn't even have underwear on. Jeez. Not even a thong. Anyway, Nine of Cups reversed talks about, this wasn't my wish. I thought this was my wish, but it's not my wish. My wish just didn't come true. This is not my wish card. Next card is Knight of Pentacles. It's about slow and steady progress. Moving forward slowly. Okay. Knight is movement, but it's very slow movement. I mean, it's like, because Pentacles are about grass growing, trees growing, life building, not about thoughts that are swift, not about passion that can be swift. You know what I mean? So that's why this Knight is so slow. But it is forward movement, and that's something. Death reverse says, trying to get past the end, or I don't want to get past the end, either one. We'll get more on that. And so the last card, because I do, a line of 6, and the last one is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords reverse talks about, I don't really know what the truth is here. The truth has not been revealed. There's no truth. Truth, knowledge. Swords are about communication also. I have not heard the truth. Nobody has told me the truth. Nobody, that kind of thing. But we'll get more information on that. There's still a lack of clarity. That's the word. That's the word. Clarity. Okay. All right. But there's lots of hand signals. All right. Nine of Swords reverse says, I'm tired of these sleepless nights. I don't want to think about this no more. I'm tired of these sleepless nights. But it's also, it's like the processing, it is getting done. The processing, Swords is about processing. And even though, having a lot of swords in air signs reading is not so bad, because that's who we are. But the Page of Pentacles, it's like somebody's saying here, am I ever going to be done processing this? That's a good question. Oh, the Judgment says yes. Yes. You are going to be done. Because the reason for all the processing is so you don't make the same mistakes. Okay? But wait, there's more. It's like you're processing, you think you're done, and then something else comes up because it's something to do with a pattern. Yeah, it's a pattern that's been repeating. And if you integrate and learn and look at all of it, okay, because somehow this whatever happened had a lot of different lessons in it. Maybe a culmination of a lot of things that have not been dealt with yet. Okay. But that's why you keep, the processing isn't over, because wait, there's something else. Or there's something behind. It's like if you're cleaning out a house or you're cleaning out your yard and you realize there's still stuff in that corner, or there's stuff in that corner, you know what I mean? Okay. King of Pentacles. So reverse says, well, there's somebody here that wasn't stable, that, you know, it's a king energy, but this person wasn't a king. It was more like very egotistical. And it wasn't a protector. He showed up like that, but he wasn't. He wasn't what he seemed. He wasn't a protector. He wasn't loyal. Because this is the perfect husband. And that's the way they wore this mask. But no. And a bit of a con man, too. Alternate, you know, wow, I have trouble talking. Upright. Oh, wasn't a good communicator, was it? Was he? It's a masculine energy. No, not a good communicator. Because of the hiding. There's something hiding. Always had an ulterior motive, but not, yeah. He always has so if somebody, you know, like, wanted to marry you or wanted to be with you because you had a house or you had multiple houses or you were a safe place and they could just still do what they wanted to do and you wouldn't question it, or they didn't think you would, or they didn't think you'd find out or something like that, right? Okay, so Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, you know, this is like the beginning of love, or yeah, it's like the cup of love from the divine. So why is this cup of love here? Well, I think through the introspection and really seeing things for what they are, learning the lesson, processing all that stuff, you found love for yourself again. Now, it can be a new opportunity in love. I mean, it could be redoing this love. But it wouldn't be the same cycle, though, if it was a trying in this relationship again. But it doesn't quite feel like that. It feels like you discovered love for yourself. That I wasn't loving myself enough because I wasn't seeing what was really there. By being honest with yourself, accepting the situation, you realize, I mean, all this introspection really helps you to see what a wonderful person you are. And how you really have it on the ball. And whatever you questioned before about yourself shouldn't have been a question. It should have been, I know who I am. I know my worth. That's what that feels like to me. Okay? You can let me know what you think. Okay, so now we're looking at 10 of Wands. So we're going to talk about the Tower. 10 of Wands. This is the end of a cycle. This is a big burden. This whole thing was a big burden. And this is... so, like healing from, like trying to release the burden from this Tower. That's a lot of that processing, you know. Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I, you know, all of that. And the burden of the mistake, the burden of, yeah, all of that. Okay. But then I have this incredible Nine of Pentacles. This is like a feminine energy that is self-sufficient. She could have her own business. She's single. But the butterfly shows the change that she's gone through. And she has come out smelling like roses. And would that be you, Libra? Would that be you? That's beautiful. And good for you. That's that self-love, see? Isn't that amazing? Single, you got all your pentacles. You're the one really building. And it's funny that, like, you were the one that was... I was really valuable. You are valuable. So, well, we have the Knight of Wands here. So the Knight of Wands is It's movement and passion. So it could be somebody coming to you, coming towards you, passionate offer. Or maybe people are saying, hubba, 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 Libra. And you're saying, hubba, hubba, hubba. I'm going with passion, moving forward with passion because I found it again. I found who I am. Kind of like better than before. But don't let it get out of hand and like flop all over. Just kidding. Okay, let's get more here. Okay. So, the Page of Cups reverse talks about no apology. Don't apologize for what happened. Not you. I mean, I don't know if you feel like everything was your fault. Also says there may not be an apology coming from the other party. Or any kind of commitment or anything like that. You may say, hey, I don't want that. But if it's been hanging out there and you're wondering right now, it does not look like it's coming. Okay? So, no offer. Okay. And this could be anybody, you know. I mean, maybe it's just single and ready to mingle, but right now in the next week, or, you know, time is kind of fluid, but there may not be an offer. This is hilarious. This is our lives, right? Four of Cups says maybe it doesn't look like there's an offer, but there's a cup right here that may not be, that somebody may not be seeing. Maybe this is also a warning of, look at everything. Not only the offers that you may not be seeing, but the information that may be in front of you that you overlooked in the past. So, okay. Because this person's kind of bored. La, 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 my life's the same. Why isn't it changing? There may be opportunities out there right in front of you in love that you're not seeing. But you feel like there's no offers, there's no commitment, but I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay? So, just something to think about. Okay. So, the Nine of Cups reverse says, excuse me, no, my dreams are not coming true here, at least not in love, but there also is a warning about, well, drinking, overindulgence, okay, when it's reversed, okay. Yep, Ten of Swords. So, Ten of Swords is the end of the cycle of pain. So that is beautiful, because here's your Nine of Swords. I need to release this. Here's the release, Ten of Swords. But because this is right after the Nine of Cups reversed, release this wish. Because the wish was probably a lesson. You know that. I'm sure you know that. Still doesn't mean it's easy. I know. But the lesson might have had something to do with overindulgence too. I don't know when you met them or something about that. Okay. But Ten of Swords, it's the end of the cycle. It's release. It's dealing with the betrayal. You know, trying to just get that done, get it over. But you're still in a place of pain. I can see that, and I'm sorry about that. Two of Wands says, moving forward, consider your past. Your past, and try to see, if I chose this, what would that path be like? Because you can see it. It's real easy. You just have to take the time to do it, and not just say, hey, let's see whatever happens. Not if you want to live a life of intention. So, what are your intentions on your path? What would you like to see happen in your life? It starts with intention. But this is still passion. Really, what do you really want? Because there's no reason why you can't have it. Just thought I'd say that. Okay, the moon reverse says, well, maybe some of this reflection is about what's driving you, what you don't want to look at. Why didn't you look down that path? Because this is about trauma, about the things we do to avoid our own trauma or looking at our trauma. That could be somebody else coming from the past, but it didn't feel like it. It feels like this is about you because we're still trying to finish up this cycle, right? We're trying to get through this pain, right? Because you're at the 10. This is in the same row of the 10 of Swords. What is it about the cycle that you don't want to admit, see, or... Okay? So the moon talks about what's done under... Not in the light. Not in the light. Three of Swords. Something that broke your heart. That's understandable. There's like a corner in your heart that's in a shadow that needs to be illuminated, okay? I don't know what that is. Let's see if we get another card. King of Cups. So the King of Cups is about somebody that is really loving, but isn't good with communication, not too good, because they're kind of standoffish, but they're careful. They're careful. So it could be a water sign, but it could be just holding back on your emotions. Whatever this darkness is, it kind of maybe keep you from opening up your heart the way you want to. Maybe you feel like, do I hold back too much? Maybe it's hard for you to come, yeah, do I hold back too much? It's definitely something with your heart. Too much. Let's get one more here. High Priestess. All right. So, you're being asked to use your intuition. So there's something, it's like trying to, course Libra's about balance here. You're trying to use your brain and use your heart. And you're trying to be loving but standoffish. But how do I know without making the same mistakes? Is kind of what I'm feeling, but... Oh, the High Priestess says, you have the information. This is like knowledge that is kind of hidden. It's not hidden in a bad way, like the moon hides things done in the dark. High Priestess is knowledge that you really know the answers, but you have to connect with your intuition. If you have anxiety about somebody, look back on your relationships. This is a processing that needs to be finished up. So we'll look back on your relationships and say, I knew, what did you know? Like this last one, what did you know? You knew. But you couldn't put your finger, I know it doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel right. That was your intuition. When you get on the freeway and it's raining and you hear this little voice that says, slow down, just be careful. And this car in front of you spins out and hits a rail. But you might have been involved in that if you hadn't listened to that voice. That's your intuition. It's your higher self, your guides, your creator, universe. Is somebody warning you. Be careful. Okay? That's what you haven't been doing. Because you try to rationalize. Oh, that's it. It's a rationalization. Holy moly. That's it. The rationalizing. If you have to convince yourself, you already know the answer, Libra. It's pretty simple. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. So, there is forward movement. It just doesn't look that obvious because you want to be you want to be you want to be done with this. You want to be done with the pain in the cycle and move on, but you're not done. You haven't finished your part with your past. This is about you too. Now we have the Star. Oh, the Star. Why am I excited? Because this talks about your healing. This talks about your wishes, your dreams. And it's okay to dream. But it also talks about divine guidance. That means that voice you need to follow. Also talks about divine timing, trust, that you are moving forward stronger than ever, because the Knight of Pentacles, he doesn't do anything halfway. Oh, no, no, no. No, not the Knight of Pentacles. He's checking everything. He's methodical. He takes his time because he does it right. Let's do this right, Libra. Let's take mind, body, spirit. Spirit. Spirit needs you. You need spirit. Dreams, wishes, guidance, healing. It's a balance. She's got 2 jugs of water. Balance. You know about balance. Okay. 6 Pentacles reverse says, well, have you been showing up with equal give and take? It's about balance again. You know, our outside world seems to reflect what's going on inside of us. If we're afraid to give, then how can somebody give if we're afraid to give? But you see, we have to pick the right people for those reciprocal relationships, right? We have to listen to the voices that say, I don't think that might be not good for you, or that gut feeling, that feeling in your gut that says something's wrong here. You better go look. And you say, no, that couldn't be possible. Well, those are famous last words, right? I know. I'm Libra Moon. You know I know that. Okay. Also about someone taking from you, someone stealing from you. It's Pentacles after all. But upright, remember, it's about reciprocity. And it goes both ways. Both ways. Yeah. So, Temperance reverse. Well, kind of talks, it looks like that there's still imbalance in your healing. There might be some substance drinking or something. Some substance that needs to be taken care of. Some behavior. So it will repeat if all the healing is not done. Okay? You deserve happiness. So there's still an imbalance here. Okay? Page of Pentacles is showing you slow and steady. Do the work on yourself. Love yourself enough to look at everything. Because when you see the things you need to change, then you see the beautiful things about yourself. Oh, that's really weird, right? But it's true. You see that, how precious you are. Why wouldn't you be? Temperance reverse. Hermit reverse. I saw a T. Hermit, I just had temperance. Hermit reverse says, well, the lessons have not been integrated. Okay, so the Hermit is about getting kind of away from people, away from their thoughts, away, and taking the time to spend time with yourself. I know that's not easy sometimes for air signs, but to get to know yourself, to do the work. The work needs to be done. You are moving forward, but right now it's like you have a rubber band because you're being held back to do this work. Okay, that's what the timing is about. These are all cards. This is healing, introspection. Okay, reciprocity, doing what's right for you. Also, it's not fair for you if the healing isn't done. Not if you're going to repeat it. Here's the Death card reversed. It needs to be done. The cycle will continue, right? Okay. So we have Five of Pentacles, wanting to get past that cycle of being shut out, the cycle of financial loss, the cycle of having to start over with someone new, right? Okay. The Eight of Cups said, I'm tired of walking away from things. Oh no, it doesn't. It says, what do I need to walk away from? Both, right? Both. Tired of walking away from situations that I thought were loving, but also there's those cups, walking away from some kind of addiction. That's what, yeah. So there's something in, yeah. So Nine of Cups said, move forward. You know, moving forward and offers for others. Moving forward in love. Moving forward in love. But this is also about, it's also about appearances. It's also about, you know, Prince Charming. He said, you know, Prince Charming is this guy. Is this too good to be true? You know? Because Prince Charming, there's a warning that to take the time to get to know someone, even if they seem too good to be, even if they seem all put together, take the time. It's worth it. That's how we end up in relationships going, I don't even know who this person is. Well, I wonder if people say that about me and you too. If we didn't really take our time to let people know who we are. Weird, right? Then the commitments. Then you know what you're getting into with a commitment, right? Then you know, is that you have those gut feelings. You have time not to. You have time to question. You have time to research. You have time. Not afterwards. Not once you're deep. Okay, in a commitment and saying, is this the right commitment? Okay, that's what conquering the devil is all about, is conquering these old ways of doing things that keep us stuck, right? That is what conquering the devil, whether it's addiction, avoidance, not listening to our higher self. What a powerful reading, Libra. So, Chariot says, well, we know you want to move forward, but it's not going to happen until this is dealt with. See, Chariot? Got two Sphinxes and no forward movement until everybody's on the same page. That's your light and dark side. Those are your horses. Those are your Sphinxes. They need to be balanced. Libra, your scales. They need to be balanced. The impatience is not wanting to do the work, or, you know, I'm not saying that in a negative way. We all have things we don't want to do. Is not seeing that more work needs to be done. Let me put it that way. I have a Libra moon too, you know. Okay, so Ace of Swords says there's truth that still needs to be revealed. Okay? Information, truth, clarity. King of Swords says, well, the King of Swords reversed, it's like, I think this is Libra. I'm not sure. Could be Aquarius. But anyway, air sign. Or somebody embodying the air element. Could be masculine. But King of Swords says, very, very, this is somebody that's detached. King of Swords uses, when he does communicate, is to manipulate, is abusive. So, who does this represent in your past? And how are you bringing this forward, Libra? How are you living your life where this still needs to be dealt with? I've never said that about this card before. That's somewhere where maybe you're in denial about your own actions. Sorry. Three of Pentacles says, did I act this way when I was supposed to work with somebody? Maybe acting above them, maybe acting because they weren't as educated as me, or I thought I had more information than them. Did I really work with people I was supposed to. Because this behavior right here, the truth, is about your relationships, your part in it. Clarity of your part in those relationships. Queen of Cups. Did you show up with love? Queen of Cups is usually a water sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be somebody that appeared really loving in the beginning, or is very loving still. Water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Okay, feminine energy. Could also be thinking that you show up like this. But I was so loving. Okay? No, there needs to be clarity on this. This is, it's kind of a big wall. But you've done so much work. It's a thing we don't want to look at. The Hierophant reverse says, you're not using your intuition. Oh, this is something to do with the systems. It's something to do with maybe you're not wanting to follow. Not wanting. I don't know. It's almost like it's like, well, when it's reversed, it's not using your intuition or guidance, because it's about guidance. And it's about marriage, and it's about relationships, the way people have always done things. But not using your intuition, this is saying to me, maybe you need to question the way everybody has always done things, especially you. Not maybe anything. And then Queen of Wands here. So, this is somebody that's very passionate, very alluring. Keep doing that, flying out of my hand. That's crazy. Yeah, very alluring, very creative. And has a lot of confidence. Let me do one more card here. Not sure if this is how you're projecting to everybody you are, or if this is somebody that you love. Empress reversed. Let me get one more there. Page of Pentacles. Kind of looks like somebody that man, 33 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Empress reversed is like somebody that's not nurturing, somebody that's not. She's supposed to be all the queens embodied in one, and then when she's reversed, she's not nurturing, and she's not plentiful, and she's not abundant. She's kind of controlling, not free. So the Queen of Wands, it's almost like this person is triggering something in you. But then I have this Page of Pentacles that says about, it's like information. It's like a contract. But it's upright. It's good. And then we have the Knight over here. So it's like, how do I offer this? How do I get to this? Become this? Change into this? Okay. That question shouldn't even be asked yet. And I'm sorry to say that. You've got to work on you before you even have a shot at anybody else. Except like an apology that maybe that was you that didn't want to apologize. Maybe it's everybody, It takes more than one to tango, that's for sure. Sometimes it takes more than two. Okay. Okay, I'll do a couple cards. Come on, Mary, do those. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of work. It's not going to happen fast. I know it is happening. So much work you've done. I'm so proud of you. So proud, so proud. But this is the question of why. This is your answer, part of it, okay? No, it's not what you want to hear. But you can't, none of us can get through this by not facing our crap. And it's going to be layer after layer after layer, and we're going to keep digging deep until we heal this stuff. All of it. All of us. We deserve that. Commitment. Commitment. Okay. Here's the thing. Now this commitment, it's so bright. It's like, well, it's a 36, which is a 9. And then listening. All right. These are beautiful. Commitment talks about consider your commitments right now, the commitments you're in, and if they're for your greatest good. If nobody wants to say back out of a commitment, but if they're not for your highest good, you're being asked to look at them. So that could be your commitment in your job, in your life with yourself, all of that. So sometimes contracts have to be broken, commitments have to be changed if it's not in your highest good. Because if the commitment was about the lesson and the lesson is about unhealthy commitments, then there you go. So that's something that needs to be looked at along with all this other stuff. And maybe you're looking for a commitment to heal yourself, and that's not the answer, right? You know that. So listening reverse is about not listening. And it's an 8, it's 53, which is an 8, so it's about actions speak louder than words. It's not what you see or hear, it's what you don't see and hear, and that's where the intuition is. It's the information that you've been getting that you haven't been paying attention to, so consider that. And that's that hermit mode. That's where sitting back and reflecting as long as it takes. But getting past the pain, because now you can say, now it's information, right? Now it's about the lessons. The pain, you reach the peak of the pain. That's good news, right? Now it's about the processing. Love you. Happy Halloween. And let me know what you think, okay? Love you guys. Take care.